Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the vwnut 1967 channel. You are looking at my two cars, of course, my red 64 and my red 67. There is one of my favorite car shows coming up in a couple of days. I usually don't tell you guys what day it is, but I can tell you. Now, I don't know why I don't tell you, but I just usually don't. Today is Friday. This video will go up tomorrow, Saturday. Sunday is the car show at the Lars Anderson Museum in Brookline, Massachusetts. It's one of my favorite car shows. It's Volkswagen Day there. It used to be Transporter Fest. Most people still call it Transporter Fest. It's like an hour and 15, hour and 30-minute drive for me. I still haven't really decided which car I'm going to take. It kind of depends on how I feel when I wake up that morning, most likely. So we're going to go ahead and get both cars ready. I'm going to start with wiping down the 67. It will wipe down the 64, then we'll get to cleaning up the inside of both of the cars. So I thought I'd bring you guys along and kind of give you guys a close look at how I get the two cars ready for one of my favorite car shows. Alright, so I'm going to start by just taking the roof rack off real quick, and that's just so I can wipe down the hood. Other than that, no big deal. You guys, if you've been here for a while, you know that my theory with the roof rack is if you're going to have a roof rack, then you just have to kind of accept that there are going to be times when you may or may not scratch your paint. Depending. I have, in fact, scratched the paint on this car with the roof rack. We use the roof rack on this car for all sorts of things. You guys see me. I call it pickup trucking. You know, farm supplies and things. So I don't worry about it too much. I'm never getting rid of this car. This car is been promised to the shop apprentice as long as he's headed in the right direction when he gets old enough. I also joke with him a lot as he's, you know, banging it around in parking lots and stuff with the doors. They're not being as gentle as I want him to be with it, that someday he'll have to paint it. We'd be happy to help him paint it. So Ruby's a part of our family forever. And she's essentially my daily driver. We try to drive both the cars right now, but Ruby, for a number of years, has been my driver for everything. Grocery store, soccer practice, football practice, Dad, I forgot my homework, for everything. Christmas trees. Alright, so now that the roof rack's off, and I'm taking a good look at the overall condition. Not very often with these cars, at least this one, do I spray water on them to wash them. I keep enough wax on this one to where usually just a good wipe down with a spray wax every week or couple of weeks seems to do it pretty good. So enjoy the music from my friend HAZEYDAZE right now as I go through the motions of wiping down my car with the spray wax, and you'll watch it go from kind of this faded sort of shine to a extra little shiny. You can see, let me see if it's coming through on the camera, kind of. You can see up here on top it's pretty dusty up here, so that's where I'm going to start. The roof of the car, as you can imagine, always takes the most abuse, especially on this car with the roof rack up there and me throwing stuff up there all the time. So I'm going to put a little bit of a cleaner wax up there to start, so you'll see me, you know, do my best Karate Kid wax on up there and maybe wax off as I'm going ahead and wiping down the rest of the car with the spray wax. Just wanted to explain it so when you see it, at least you know what's happening.
read your papers and I watch your TV. You got a sneaky feeling that you're trying to deceive me. You wanna go to war, well that's fine by me. You better grab your boots, your bus leaves at 3. Instead of shouting your mouth off and staying at home, giving out your orders at the end of the phone.
Alright, so like I said, right there where you see the compound, I'm just using a little bit of compound on a scratch that's in the hood or the bonnet here, trunk cover, whatever you like to call it. I'm going to start by just hand buffing it in and seeing if that's going to be enough. Not really too concerned about it. Like I said, the shop apprentice someday is going to paint this car. Well, it's better. It's not great. Let me just grab the buffer real quick while we're here with the compound. So I'll back you guys up and we'll put a pad on the buffer. You guys are probably okay right there. Okay, so you see the scratch right there. Not a real big deal. We'll see if we can't get that out of there.
Shit is real and each life leaves pain. There's people losing loved ones just for playing your game, cause they don't know me and I don't know them either.
Let me take you over. I'll take you over and show you the scratch is still there. It's a little bit better, not perfect, but you know, it's all right. Right there. Let's see if I can't camouflage it a little bit in the wax and see what happens. It's time to get that compound off the roof, so I'll have you guys set up where you need to be and we'll start spinning that compound off the roof. You guys feel comfortable right there? We can just leave you right there if you feel comfortable right there. If you're feeling comfortable right there, then we'll just leave you right there. Alright, so I hope you're enjoying the Hazy Days music. It seems like I always get asked where you can find HAZEYDAZE's music, so as I hook these two together here, I'll tell you, you can go right to his channel. You can go right to the About section on his channel. There's a little, right underneath where his header is, it says HAZEYDAZE or HAZEYDAZE. You can go right to the About, and then in the About section there's the links to all his music. You can also find him on all of the normal streaming platforms where you find music. I believe you can find HAZEYDAZE there. You can send him a message. He would be happy. His Instagram is HAZEYDAZE Music. He'd be happy to help any of you guys find the way to his music. So, this thing is obnoxious, so enjoy more of my friend HAZEYDAZE's music while I remove, not the compound, the cleaner wax.
If I'm not a believer, cause the world's been turning since the day it was born. The people come along, started brewing a storm. Shall I tell you how it feels to me? It's like you're filling up my country with the enemy. And then you pay their rent and put shoes on their feet. Then you tell us there's no money so the poor can eat. It don't make no sense, you're just promoting hate. Then you leave us in the shit that you helped to create. I think it's time we toughened up the border. You're acting like a patient with a mental disorder. And you can't blame us for the way we think when you tell us every day that your shit don't stink. Now you can't tell me things ain't going wrong. I've even taken time out to sit and write this song. So if I offend or if I make you shout, you're the one who hasn't quite figured it out. But don't you think you're just creating racists? As far as I can see, it's on a they don't know me, I don't know them either. Should it really matter if I'm not a believer? Cause the world's been turning since the day it was born. The people come along, started brewing a storm. Cause they don't know me, I don't know them either. Should it really matter if I'm not a believer? Cause the world's been turning since the day it was born. The people come along, started brewing a storm. Cause they don't know me, I don't know them either. Should it really matter if I'm not a believer? Cause the world's been turning since the day it was born. And people come along, started brewing a storm.
Alright, so I sprayed some of the good stuff on the wheels. It's just your over-the-counter tire shine, tire black, tire magic tire, all of that. This is my usual rag for tires, so I'm just going to use the just clean the rims and the hubcaps and make my way around and do the running boards on my way through, and then we'll take the wax off. Alright, we'll take the wax off of the bonnet, the deck lid, and the roof, and then we'll be essentially done with the outside of this one, and we can bring the other one in. The other one, the 64, won't be as involved. If you guys have been here for a while, you've seen me just dust her off just the other day. So she'll just need a quick wipe down to take care of the outside, and then we'll move on to the inside of the two cars. We don't let them get too dirty, so won't take very long.
Suicide baby at the end of the line. She's going out to the edge of the city. Keeps it low key, kids you dance so pretty. She's getting ready, so they turn on the light. Where she gotta keep it going till the end of the night. Down, down, bring it down, shake it on round for me.
Alright, so we brought the 64 back in, and it just needs a, like I said, just a quick wipe down on the outside. It's the patina car, so like it doesn't require the same amount of paint maintenance that the shiny car does. You'll see.
I said down, down, bring it down, shake it all round for free. Hey, what are you looking at? She's in another light tonight. She's higher than a kite today. She's just been told that you're going away. So hey, what are you looking at? You're gonna have a fight tonight. She's higher than a kite today. She's just been told that you're going away. She's been with the wrong people for a long time. Thought that they were cool when she's buying them wine, but when the wine slowed and nobody showed, it's just another lesson in the things you were told. You can count on your fingers all your friends and your foes, but you gotta be careful where you're sticking your nose. You don't fall asleep if you're living the dream, or they take all your money in the record machine. Hey, what are you looking at? She's in another light tonight. She's higher than a kite today. She's just been told that you're going away. So hey, what are you looking at? You're gonna have a fight tonight. She's higher than a kite today. She's just been told that you're going away. Shine, another suicide baby at the end of the line. She's going out to the edge of the city.
Alright, so you can see it didn't take very long to get the outside of this one done. A little less time than the 67. So I'm going to go ahead and vacuum out the insides. I won't bore you guys with that. That's what's going to happen. Vacuum out the inside. Go ahead and wash the inside of both of the windshields for that reason. And then both of these will be ready to go, whichever one I decide. Of course, stay tuned. I will, most likely I'll be shooting video while I'm at the car show. I can't imagine that I would not. It's my favorite car show. So I will most certainly at least capture some video of some Volkswagens for you guys. So stay tuned for that. We should go see what Patina's doing. So let's go do that. Let's see if we can get her to come to the door and grace us with her presence. Patina! Oh, hi. Come here. You want to say hi to the people? Come here, say hi to the people. Oh, hi to the people. Hi. What were you up to? You were just inside lounging? You were just inside lounging? Yeah? Yeah. Are you sure you want to check out outside? It's very breezy outside. It's very breezy. You want to check it out though? Okay. I told you it was very breezy. Hi. You want to say goodbye to the people? Okay, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here, and we will see you guys in a couple of days.
Keeps it low key 'cause you dance so pretty. She's getting ready, so they turn on the light. Where she gotta keep it going till the end of the night. Down, down, bring it down, shake it all round for me. I said down, down, bring it down, shake it all round for me. I said down, down, bring it down, shake it all round for me. I said down, down, bring it down, shake it all round for me.
Well, we did find one more thing we'll have to address. That's not good. Yeah, but we're gonna have to fix that. Poor basketball. Yeah, the poor basketball. Good to go.